Hey everyone, it's Jade here from Respect Retro Gaming.
And Sam here from Respect Retro Gaming. Welcome back to our channel, and if you're new here as well, welcome also.
Yep. Please like and subscribe to our channel, and also like us on Facebook and Instagram.
We also have a Trade Me store if you're looking for any knickknacks on there, Respect Retro Gaming, and we have a website also if there's anything on there that takes your fancy. respectretrogaming.co.nz, place an order and we will get that sorted for you. So we're going to be running through our top 10 picks for Xbox 360. This was pretty tough for both of us because the 360 physical collection in our collection is the biggest that we have. I think there's like 220 physical games that we have in our collection, so it makes up a big bulk part of it. But we did narrow it down to 10, plus a few honourable mentions each.
Yeah.
So we'll kick that off. Do you want to get started?
Yep, I can get started.
Always make it go first.
Okay.
Why break that tradition now?
Yeah. Alright, so my number 10 is The Biggest Loser. The reason being is I like how you can exercise at home, and it was really good for in lockdown, and obviously I have lots of children that you might have heard in all the other videos. I can't always get out or like go to the gym or get out with my friends and exercise and that, so I like these games. This one's cool because you get a personal trainer. I think it gives you meal plans, and I think it weighs you as well.
Does recipes and challenges.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Sorts,
Yeah.
Just like the TV program.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what's cool too. So yeah, that's my number 10. And our copy, obviously it's Connect, and our copy is complete.
So my number 10 is Infinite Undiscovery, Xbox 360 exclusive. It's made by the people who did the Star Ocean and Valkyrie profile games. It is stunningly beautiful and irritates Jade when I play it. Feed them, help please!
It goes on and on and on.
repeating, but it is a really cool game. Our copy is X Rental, so it needs an upgrade, and 2-disc case there. I always used to get confused between this and Tales of Vesperia when I used to hire these out, and it wasn't until I got them both in our collection, sort of held them like this, and I was like, right, now I know which is which. But yeah, never remember the difference between the two of them. But yeah, great game, great RPG.
Okay, so my number 9 is Lips, and the reason is we play SingStar, and we love to sing and compete with each other, and so this is just cool because the microphones are wireless, and so that's good when you have kids and you're trying to have fun and you don't have to watch them tripping over the cord and pulling the PlayStation off and things like that. So yeah, this is good. It's got some good songs, got some Johnny Cash and Ace of Base.
Any 90s child.
Yeah. And our copy, doesn't have a manual. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
But yeah. Number 9.
So my number 9 is Alpha Protocol, the espionage RPG. I don't think this game got enough recognition and still doesn't get enough popularity. Some of the gameplay on it is a bit janky, and it's a bit, hard to play in some areas, and some of it could have been more refined and finely polished, but I think the multiple choice in it, the different decisions you can make, the actions within the missions that affect things later on, the different playthroughs, and I'm pretty sure it's got multiple endings as well from memory, make for a great game. Would have loved to have seen a similar style game come out from them, but yeah, really, really enjoyed this Alpha Protocol.
Okay, so my number 8 is Just Dance, and I picked Just Dance 4 just because I like the songs on it. We've got a few other Just Dances, and these are good to exercise as well, but also you can do 4 people at once, or other people can join in too. So yeah, it's good. Another good fun party game.
Party game, but good for exercise as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kids like to play that.
Yeah. Moves like Jagger.
Anyone can do it.
Anyone can do it.
Just the tagline, anyone can just dance. So my number 8,
Mm-hmm.
8, yeah, is Gears of War 2. This was the first game in the Gears series that I played, and at the time I was blown away by just the content of it and the story and the way things were playing out for the characters. It's a great multiplayer game to play together as well, if the person that you're playing with can survive when you have to split up. I really want to play other games like that with Jade, like Army of Two and things like that, but yeah.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. This copy is limited edition, and if you're a fan of the Gears series and you don't have this, I recommend getting a copy. They're cheap as chips at the moment. Everyone seems to be selling them, and they're going for peanuts, basically. This copy comes with a hardcover art book. Love my art books. Our 1-year-old has taken to opening up our art book cupboard and started pulling them all out. So I fear for their safety. Steel case, and comes with a picture of Dom and his wife. Some bonus edition content as well, and the Gears of 2 game. Yeah, great series, the Gears, and great game, Gears 2.
Yep, and we're up to number 7.
7.
So the reason for my next game is I always ask Sam, I always say, what game would I like that is easy for me to play, that I don't have to use too much brain power, and I won't be annoying him and asking him to do it for me. So I picked Fable 3 for number 7. And our copy is a limited collector's edition. And I like it because it's kind of like set in like fantasy, sort of like medieval type setting. The path to power is really cool, and it's a really neat way to level up. And the case is really cool, and it's got the hero symbol on the front. And yeah.
Great voice acting talent in that game as well. Yeah. Dame Judi Dench and John Cleese also.
Yeah.
So my number 7, is Resident Evil 5. Our copy is the Gold Edition, which has the Resident Evil Versus, Lost in Nightmares, Desperate Escape, and the Mercenaries Reunion, and new costumes, etc. Resident Evil 4 was cool, took the games in a whole new direction, and then Resident Evil 5 sort of compounded on that. Finished up Wesker's story. Love Wesker, he's one of my favourite characters. And then having Shiva as your partner also really built on that partnership type of things. Another game you can play multiplayer. If you're ever not too scared to play that, we can play that. Love Resident Evil 5. Great game in the series.
Okay, so my number 6 is Red Dead Redemption. I like this because I like cowboys, and it's kind of like the Western version of GTA, obviously. It's made by the same people, and I just like that free roaming type world, and I like how you can ride a horse and things like that.
Number 6 is Lost Odyssey. For me, another Xbox 360 exclusive, massive 4-disc game. Have not got past the first disc, and I really would like to dedicate some time to getting through that. The game is very grindy, and if you don't work on your character and level up, the bosses will beat you senseless. But having said that, it's a really, really stunning game. It's great to look at. It's immersive. The fighting system's a bit different as well, with the skill link and aim ring. Yeah, would really like to dedicate some more time to that and give that a good solid playthrough.
Okay, number 5 for me is Viva Pinata. I like these because I like to make a garden, and then I like to breed my little animals, pinatas, and just that another bright world game. I like those sort of things. And
It's a lot of fun.
it's fun, yeah. It's relaxing. It's quite peaceful. It's a peaceful game.
Yeah, but it's also, attracting the certain pinatas can be tough as well.
Yeah.
So there's a sense of reward there too when you do
Yeah,
that.
and this one, Trouble in Paradise, is when the evil type pinatas come out too, and then you've got to stop them getting into your garden.
And try to get them to join you by many
Yeah.
conditions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 5 for me is For the Overlord. That's mine. This was a great game, and then Overlord 2 was another follow on from that. And I wish they'd made more. Reminds me of Dungeon Keeper. For those of you that played that on the PC, just so cool. Controlling your little minions and horses. They're so adorable and so destructive at the same time. Terrorizing the peasants and making your decisions on what you're going to do with them, etc. Yeah, great concept, great game.
Okay, number 4 for me, and it is Final Fantasy 13, and the reason being is it's Sam's least favourite Final Fantasy game, and so I was like, oh, I might like it. And I just love it because it's a cool world, like a bright world to me. Like it's, I also like the love story between Snow and Sarah. They're so gorgeous together. Yeah.
I'll tell you a story about FF13, that when it first came out, Raymond, if you're watching this, you may remember, we hired that out to play it, and we both made a promise not to play it because we had something else to do that night, and then came back and played it, and I was underwhelmed. And I wouldn't say it's my least favourite Final Fantasy, but it's certainly the one that's taken me the longest to warm to, and I really should play it because they made 3 of them, and yeah, there's some big support for it.
Yeah.
I just find Hope hard to like, and Snow, and Lightning.
Oh, they're just all so innocent and nice.
Yeah.
Okay, your turn.
Right. Number 4 for me is Naruto, Rise of the Ninja. They did a fantastic job of this, adapting the anime, playing through up until the fight with Gaara, Naruto versus Gaara, when they fight the Jinchuriki and that. They just did so well with this. All the original voice actors in it, heaps of side quests, recreation of the Leaf Village is amazing. Something that we watch at the moment, we watch an anime before you go to bed. It's sort of the last thing to do for Jade and I at the end of the day when the kids are all in bed.
Yeah.
And we're currently watching the original series again. And then Broken Bond is the next game as well. It's just as good up until Sasuke leaves in the end of the anime. So yeah, Rise of the Ninja.
Okay, number 3 for me is Borderlands, and it's because it's a game that Sam and I play together, and it's really cool because you get to play split screen, and I like the style of it, which is called
Cell shaded.
Yeah, so the cell shaded graphics, and I also like that it's kind of like steampunky, mechanically post-apocalyptic, yeah. And
the loot, my gosh, the loot.
Yeah. It's a good game.
Yeah. Number 3 for me is the Phantom Pain, Metal Gear Solid 5. And the only reason it lost out to the number 2 spot for me is the way that I don't feel like it was finished off properly in respect to Liquid Snake and things like that. As we all know, Hideo Kojima left the studio and fans have discovered other content that wasn't properly released, and we probably will never get a proper release for it. Will we, Konami? No. But this was a great game to wrap the series up. I love Punished and Venom Snake. I think he's just awesome. The medic that became one of the snakes. And I like Big Boss as well. And seeing Kaz's story and Ocelot from a different perspective, and just how big it is, and the missions, and all the building up Mother Base again, recruiting the soldiers, just a bigger, better Peace Walker to me, which was also a fantastic game as well. Finishing up what happened with Paz and how they dealt with all that. Yeah, I love this game.
Okay, so number 2 for me is kind of like number 1, but I picked what my number 1 is because I just had to. But so number 2 for me is Skyrim, and I first saw this when Sam and I were first together all those years ago, and my mum actually brought him his first copy of it. And I watched him play it, and that's kind of like what I do. I watch Sam play, and I think, would I like this? And I just love that you make your own character, and you know, that free roam world again. I used to, when I first started playing it, I always went like an elf of some kind, and the reason is that I thought I knew more about elves, and I wasn't sure of all the characters and that. And so now, because I like Vikings and I've gone all like Scandinavian, like interested in that Scandinavian type, what's the word? Culture and stuff. I now go a Nord, and yeah, she's like a shield maiden, and she always holds her shield and her axe, and I just love leveling her up in that. And with Skyrim too, it's so cool because you can like make your way up in the world, and you can get married, and you can buy a house. And I married the first guy that I could on the game, and he was really good. I think he's like Fendel or something from the first Riverwood, yeah. And he did. He got me things when I'd come back and visit, and he took care of my kids, so he was all right.
Settled for Finn.
I settled. Yeah, so that's number 2 for me.
We're looking at doing a Skyrim birthday at some point in the future.
Yeah.
We've got a Skyrim cookbook. We'd love to do some of those foods and do a big event like we do. Would be awesome.
We could try and film it too, and it might be tricky.
Might be tricky after the mead comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Argonian wine. Number 2 for me is Halo Wars. An unpopular opinion. Not everybody liked the foray into RTS for the series, but I did. I thought they did really well. The crew of the Spirit of Fire and Spirit of Fire itself, ship, the story, everything that they did with it, I think they did really well. It could have been more polished. It could have been a little easier to control and things like that, but I think the game is really, really good, really playable. This particular copy comes with a whole bunch of content. It's got like 6 leader cards in it. It's got a coaster and or the Spirit of Fire patch. Unique in-game vehicles. It's got a graphic novel that comes with it, and a steel case also. Yeah, we actually found this for like $8 at the EB Games and upgraded our copy. So yeah, fantastic game.
Yay. Okay, so number 1 for me is Halo Reach. And this was the first game I ever played on an Xbox 360 all those long years ago. Sam was an Xbox gamer, and I'd only ever known PlayStation and computer a little bit. And I wasn't sure of the controller, and so that was a little bit intimidating for me. So I watched him and his brother play it, and I was like, I could play this. And I had to ask Sam, like, can I play too? And he was like, do you think you can do it? You have to aim.
I want to say I was a different person back then, like 10 years ago.
Anyway, I could play it, but I still was really shy. I wasn't used to like the online gaming world. So yeah, I'd make them play like hours and hours of practice firefights, and until I got confident, and then we would like play online.
The firefights were a lot of fun though.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, I loved the firefights. I thought they were great.
Yeah, I and you know me, I like repetition and the same thing all the time. Yeah. And now I just love the whole Halo series. Do you call it series?
Yeah. Series.
Yeah, and we've played
franchise world.
Yeah, we've played Halo 4, and yeah, we kind of stopped for a little while, and now we're playing Halo Infinite. Not as much as I'd like to, because I've got into Fortnite, and I don't know if I'm ever going to get out of it. But yeah, I'll always remember Halo, and yeah, just love Master Chief.
Yeah. So for me, my number one top spot was Bioshock. It was an Xbox 360 exclusive. It was later released on the PS3. This game and Reach was one of the deciders when I was tossing up, am I going to get a PS3 or a 360? And this sort of clinched it for me. I was out with a mate drinking when I lived in Auckland. We got back, he was like, I'm crashing, I'm tired. I said, look, can I play you 360? He said, yeah, sure, go for it. And I looked through his collection and I thought, well, this looks interesting. And started playing this. And just the whole failed utopian world they tried to create, the little innuendos tied in for the story, like the Would You Kindly, the big daddy and little sister relationship. I think that's cool, especially since we have 6 daughters. I'd love to get a big daddy and 6 little sisters tattooed on me. That would be a great tattoo. That would be so cool. It would be an awesome tattoo. Yeah, and then Rapture and everything that entails, and then the series later on as well. Bioshock 2 and Infinite also. Yeah, Adam and the Christianity aspects to it are real neat also. So yeah, Bioshock, definitely my number one. Our copy is a steel case. I do like the art on the PS3 version better for the limited edition. That's sort of very generic, but yeah, apart from that, can't fault the 360 version.
Yeah, it's cool. I couldn't play it because it's so end of the world for me, but I do like the concept of that game. Okay, and now my special mentions are the other game of lips that we have on the Xbox 360, and yeah, just because of the wireless controller, it's really good. And then 3 other Just Dances that we own are Just Dance 2016 and Just Dance 2017 and Just Dance 3, and I think this is the first Just Dance that we ever got.
Yeah, we got it for your birthday.
Yeah, that was what we did. Did we mention that on the other one? But yeah, no. It was Just Dance 3. And yeah, it's a great way to have some fun. And then Dance Central 2 and Dance Central. These are more for like battling each other and
real dance
moves. Actual dance
moves.
Real dance moves. And yeah, Sam's pretty good at these ones, but I am better at Just Dance.
You are.
Yeah, so that's my special mentions.
So I've got 2 honourable mentions from the 360 collection. I probably could have had a lot more. But the first Gears game, and the only reason I did that is because of the steel case. Gears, they did it really weird with this like weird cardboard case. It's like not even a proper case. Yeah, weird. Then the manual as well, sort of sitting there separate, and then yet another art book. So love my art books, as I mentioned before. Yeah, great little collector's piece with the collector's tin.
I like the tins.
Yeah, cool one.
Yeah. And
then this one here, I put in. So we got a box of Xbox and Xbox 360 games for $10, I think.
Yeah.
At one point.
Yeah.
That my uncle found us. And this was in it, Dead Space 2, which we used to upgrade our copy. And it's the limited edition, and it comes with its very own, if I can remember how to get it out of the box. Got the copy of the game, the Dead Space Collector's Edition, 2-disc case. But it's also got plasma cutter, which lights up as well. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, haven't taken it out, sort of still sitting in there. But yeah, that was a really cool addition. So I've mentioned it in other videos, but because our collection is looking pretty good in terms of the 360 and PS3 stuff, etc. Now we're just looking for the limited editions, where we get to upgrades to replace our standard copies. Still the odd game that we're looking for, but the 220 in the collection, we're not really actively hunting for anything specific at the moment. So that was our Xbox 360 top 10 picks plus honourable mentions. Do comment below. Let us know if there's anything else that you'd like to see us do. We've got other ideas for other videos that we can run through.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you as always for watching and joining us and listening to us ramble on.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you.